So this is lesson 4.2, and I'm going to try something called fraction method, which is a method that I use a lot. So we're going to try example number 2b together. It is 3x squared plus 19x minus 14 equals 0. So we're going to factor that using my fraction method. So step one is we always try to multiply these two numbers together, so your a and c need to be multiplied together. So when you multiply them together, you get negative 42. So you're trying to find two numbers that multiply to those two together. And at the same time, they have to add up always to your b value, which in this case is 19. So this is your b value, so you have to make sure you multiply to this, and you have to add to this guy. So in my case, if I think of two numbers that multiply to negative 42 and add up to positive 19, they would be 21 and negative 2. If I try to add those together, I'll also get 19, so those are the two numbers that work. Once you have the two numbers, you start by writing your a value twice. Your a value in this case is 3, and you're going to just write them twice. Then you're going to write the variable that you're working with, which is x squared. You're going to write that twice. So you're just working with x, so x and x will give us x squared. Now you divide by the two numbers you just came up with, these two guys right here. So I'm going to divide by negative 2 and 21 in any order. Now your job is going to be to simplify these fractions. If you can simplify these fractions, those are your answers. So this one is already simplified because there's nothing I can divide from the top or the bottom that's in common. This one I can further simplify. I can divide the top by 3 and the bottom by 3 if I'm looking at it as a fraction. So this one could simplify to give me x over positive 7. Because 3 divided by 3 is 1, so I don't have to write the 1 in front of x. And 21 divided by 3 is 7. So those will help me come up with my two brackets that will be factored form. My first bracket comes from this first fraction, the top being 3x, the bottom being minus 2. And my second fraction will give me my second bracket, x, the top number, plus the bottom number. This is factored form. If you tried to do FOIL, you would go back to the original that we started with.